know about me and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we did it, and that's how we kicked it. Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Cook on the toss left. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. And he'll drop here to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Cyrus Jones picks it, and he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 20.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Carson. And he stopped immediately there.
This is our time.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards, first down Vikings. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll run with Cook. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk. but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And this one through the uprights and good.
14, Seahawks nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
On second down, it's Carson, and he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. They'll run the screen with Carson. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he finds Penny. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. 30-yard line, 2nd and 12. Wilson will throw again. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw again is Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Chris Carson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
16 yards. First down, Minnesota.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And he's got some space here. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The kicker on.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first down, Carson down to the 25. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Wilson on first down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. On the ground, it's Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
At After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
At the 25-yard line.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They run it with Carson and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he is all the way up past the 25. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the run.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Boy, Dalvin Cook just so explosive in the open field. He's not a small guy either, but once he gets those legs churning, look out.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
A gain of 15. And the Vikings
1st down, here's the run with Cook. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football, get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The 22 more yards there and another 1st down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 30. Past the 20.
Maybe it don't matter. It's okay.
And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Vikings 31, Seahawks 13.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Seahawks 13.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. One last shot for Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Here we go. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road. So for the Vikings, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's another week to forget as they're going to fall to 1-12 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.